The Purdue Online Writing Lab describes a cover letter as a professional introduction that explains your experiences in tandem with your resume and demonstrates your willingness to individualize your application. The entire cover letter should only be 1 page in length. The cover letter will provide your potential employer with an opportunity to get to know your abilities in a shorter format. The cover letter is where you will let your future employer know how your skills and education will fit the needs of the company. We will go over what is required in each paragraph and then go over the format for the letter. The first paragraph should identify the position for which you are applying and where you learned about the position, such as an internet advertisement or a reference from one of their employees. In the second paragraph, focus on how your education or experience will fit the company's needs. You can mention something from your resume, but avoid repeating the information on your resume. Limit each paragraph to one basic point that is clearly stated in the first sentence. For example, the second paragraph could focus on work experience, while the third focuses on educational achievements. Demonstrate with examples and details. How can your experience help the company? In the third paragraph, mention another example of your experience or education that will help the company. Avoid repeating the example that you mentioned in your first paragraph. If you mention your experience in the second paragraph, mention education in this paragraph. Once you have explained how your education and experience will help the company, make sure to address any additional documents that you submit in addition to your resume. For example, if you have certifications that need to be submitted or letters of recommendation that your future employer has requested, mention those documents here. If you have a lot of documents that need to be attached to your cover letter and resume, be selective in which documents you mention. Perhaps mention a certification that is relevant to this job. This paragraph should focus on your achievements more so than the first paragraph, but do not stray too far from addressing how your education experience will help the company's needs. For the last paragraph, politely state that you will gladly provide a list of references if that would be needed. Most of the time, your references will be included in an application provided by your future employer and may not need to be added with your cover letter and resume. Finally, thank the reader for his or her time. This is the start of your cover letter that lets the recipient know who you are and where to contact you. Make sure to include your contact information on your resume as well, but it is most important to put your information at the top of a cover letter. To format a cover letter, start with your information at the top on the left side. Include your name, your address, city, state, zip code, your phone number, and your email address. Then, double space and add the date in this format, June 14, 2017. Double space again and add the recipient's information in this format. The name of the individual who will conduct interviews for the position, his or her title, business name, business address, and finally the city, state, and zip code. Then you need to include a salutation. The body of your letter will include the paragraphs we went over in the first section of this video, including information about your experience and education. This example cover letter shows you the first, second, third, and last paragraphs. If you wish, you can pause the video now to read through each paragraph. Keep in mind that cover letters can be formatted in several ways, and this is only a suggested format. As another reminder, the first paragraph should include what position you are applying for, as well as where you found the position. The second paragraph should include either your education or experience, whichever is the most relevant to this position, making sure to address the company's needs. The third paragraph should include either your education or experience, whichever one you did not mention in the second paragraph. Try not to repeat your resume, and make sure to address the company's needs. The last paragraph should be where you offer any references if needed. Finish the paragraph by thanking the reader for his or her time. After you include the body paragraphs, sign the letter with "Sincerely," add a double space, and then print your name. You should sign your name in the space between "Sincerely" and your printed name. If submitting electronically, you will only type your name. Finally, at the bottom, you will mention the documents that you attach to your cover letter in this format. Here is the whole cover letter. Remember, this is just a suggested format, but is one way to approach a cover letter when applying for college or employment.